Okay, guys, so we just finished talking about linear inequalities. Now we're going to do system of inequalities. And remember, just system of equations meaning more than one equation. So we do have more than one equation. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make this one blue and I'm going to make this one red. Okay, so from here, again, my m is going to equal -5/2. My b is going to equal -2. On here, my m is going to equal -1/2, and my b is going to equal 2. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and graph them. My blue one, my b is going to be -2, which is my y-intercept. Okay, and then from here, I'm going to go down 5 and over 2. So 1, 2, 3, and then obviously it's going further than the graph. So I'm going to kind of go the opposite way. Okay, so I'm going to go left 2 and up 5. 1, so left 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it should put me here. So now if I go down 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I go right 2, it'll take me to that equation. I'm sorry, to that point. Now, it is going to be a solid line because it is equal to. So I am going to go ahead and draw this solid line right here. I'm going to go ahead and connect them all the way. Okay, so then it's going to be here. It's a little bit of a crooked line. So then it's going to be -2. Okay, so then it's going to be right here. So again, I told you guys to just go ahead and remember to draw this little line. So this is going to be above. This is going to be below. Okay. Okay. And so what we're going to do is let me do that in a different color since we're already using red. Excuse me. I just don't want to confuse you guys. So give me 1 second. Okay. Let me do black. So above, which is right here, and then below, okay? So because the graph is less than or equal to, I'm going to shade in the less than, which is below, okay? Now I'm going to go to the red. My y-intercept is 2. I'm going to go down 1 and over 2, okay? So now, whenever I draw this line, it's going to be dotted, or I'm sorry, dashed. So this is going to be dashed, and then I want you to put that this is going to be solid up here. Okay, so it's going to be dashed, so it's going to come from here, and it's literally a dashed line, okay? And it goes on. Now this is less than, right? So this, again, you're going to go ahead and draw a little line, and it's less than, so you're going to do less than this one, okay? So it's going to be all of this. So remember, we're talking about the red one. So notice how our colors interchanged, okay? Because our red is going all the way here and all the way down here. Okay, so what your solution set is on this graph is where both of the colors touch. Again, the answer that you would click is where both of the colors touch. So both of the colors touch right here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to color just this section right here. This is going to be my green. This is where both of them are touching right here. Notice, only red is here. Only red and no blue. Okay? So this one is going to be both red and blue. So it's where the two colors are going to connect is where your solution set is going to be. Okay? That's what you're going to be looking for. Okay, so I'll go ahead and I'll make sure that whenever I'll make a video for Eduphoria to show you how it should look, okay? So going on to the next one, okay? And since I have green on, I'm going to make this green and I'm going to make this blue, okay? So B is going to be 3. My M is going to be 2 over 3. And this is B is going to be -3. And my M is going to be -4 over 3. So let me start with my blue. My blue is going to, my y-intercepts are going to be 3. I'm going to go up 2, 1, 2, and I'm going to go over 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Again, this is going to be a solid line. Okay. So you're going to go ahead and draw your solid line through them. Okay. And that's going to be right here. Okay. It is going to be greater than. It is going to be greater than. So what I want you to do is I want you to go ahead and draw that little black or whatever color for you can know, so you can know above and below. So if it's greater than, it should be going on the top part, which is right here. Should be all of this. Because it's above where that black little arrow that we drew. Then green, I'm going to go down 3. I'm going to go down 4 and over 3. But obviously there's not enough room, so I'm going to do the opposite. I'm going to go left 3 and up 4. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3 and up 4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that'll take me here. Okay, so it'll be right here, and this will be right here. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and draw my line. Okay, and this is going to be right here, and this is going to be right here. Oh, I made an error. So let me go ahead and get rid of that, and I'm going to tell you what the error is. And again, guys, please pay attention because it's very easy to make these errors, okay? It should have been, so -3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. So right here, right? So again, I got ahead of myself. This should be a dash line. Okay, so I need to make sure that I am doing a dash. And I'm doing a dash. So again, guys, please know I'm not perfect. I make the same mistakes. It should be a dash line. So just make sure you're paying attention. You're catching how easy it is to make these errors. It's greater than. So again, I'm going to draw my little line. Let me do it right here. It's going to go above and below the line. And it should be greater than. So it's going to be all of this. Greater than. And remember, the solution set, and let me find another color, is where both colors are touching. Where both colors are touching is right here. So this is blue and green. So whenever you do it on a Euphoria, that's going to be the one that you're going to shade, is that little part right there. Okay. And I'm going to go ahead and do one more. Now, this is us just solving it out. So first and foremost, I'm going to go ahead and do 3x plus 2 plus 2y is greater than or equal to -2. From here, you guys know you just need to solve for y. So I'm going to do the opposite of x, which is just 2-step. I move my x and divide by the number in front of y. Okay, so I have y is greater than or equal to -3 over 2x minus 1. So this is one equation, okay? So now I'm going to go ahead and do my other one. X plus 2y is less than or equal to 2. I move my x, so this is just 2 steps. 2y is negative x plus 2, and then divide by the number in front of 2. Which is y is less than or equal to -1/2 x. It's the same thing plus 1. Okay, so first and foremost, I'm going to make this one my blue one. So let's start there. My B is -1. My M is -3/2. And it is going to be a solid line. And then let's go to the next one. I'm going to make that my red. My B is 1. My M is -1/2. And then this is going to also be a solid line. Let's actually go ahead and put less than, so that way that's less thinking that we have to do. And then the other one was going to be greater than. So that way we can go ahead and just look at everything, okay? So now let's go ahead and do that. So my B on the blue was -1, and it's down 3. 1, 2, 3/2, which is right here. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to draw my line. Okay, let me actually zoom in. I'm going to draw my line. Wow, it's a really crooked line. Okay, and then draw my line. Y'all get the idea. Okay, so right here, okay? So solid line, it's going to be greater than. So let me go ahead and just draw this arrow right here. And it should be going on the above. So it's going to be right here, all of this. Okay. So now I'm going to go to my red. My B was 1, and I'm going down 1 and over 2. My B is 1. Going down 1 and over 2. It's still a solid line. And this time it is less than. So I'm going to go ahead and still connect my dots. Okay. Go ahead and do this. Go ahead and do this. Okay. And then whenever I do this, I'm going to go ahead and do less than like it said. And it's going to be all of this. Because whenever I draw my line, it's on my less than. Now remember, where they both cross, where it's two colors, let me kind of reiterate it right here. Okay, where both colors are is going to be right here. It's going to be right here. So again, just remember that whenever you're doing these, okay, it's going to be, so whenever, and then I'll make sure to show you in another video, is what you're going to do is you're just going to make sure that you're only clicking the ones that have both sets. Okay, is have both sets. Remember, not all of them are going to have, so at one point in time, they're going to go ahead and cross, okay?